Hi everyone, Sabon Martin Greenwood here. Welcome to our second virtual lesson for our Calderdale family karate members. Now this lesson is ideally for our more junior members, so our orange belts and our white belts. Although all of our members are free to have a look at it and to recap on what we've done previously. So in our last lesson we covered all of the three basic Tanksville stances: front stance, back stance and horse riding stance. We covered some of the basic hand techniques, we covered some of the basic leg techniques, and we walked through some of the first few movements of basic form 1, 2 and 3, as well as covering our first 4 ill-to-seat one-step movements. So today we're going to build on that, and we're going to be using all the 3 stances again, but we're going to be covering some more of our hand technique, some more of our leg technique, as well as having a look at our forms and some more of the one-step. Okay, so before we get into the training, quick safety brief first again. So if you're going to take part in the training, as usual, make sure that you're fit and well to do so. If you are carrying an injury, make sure that you stick within what that injury will allow you to do and don't push yourself too much. I don't want you pulling any muscles or straining anything today. And also making sure that the environment around you, your space, you've cleared all objects around you so you're not going to collide with anything or bump into anything, and to make sure that the floor is clean and free of debris, also not slippy. So remember, we normally train in bare feet, but if you want to put a pair of trainers on today or some sandals or some suitable footwear, please feel free to do so. If you're training alongside somebody else, remember, make sure you keep a safe space between yourself and the other people at all times. Okay? So we're going to get into the training, okay? I'm going to do a very quick warming up routine before we start. You will probably notice that on the website at the moment there is a warming up routine for you to practice anyway. So hopefully some of you will have gone through that already. But we're going to cover a little bit of warming up first before we get into the main lesson. Okay, so we're just going to shake our wrists like this, nice and easy to start with. And then we're going to relax the arms and just swing nice and gently forwards like this, not too fast. Rotate the shoulders. And let's go backwards, the opposite direction here. Okay, now from this position, just bring your left arm across towards the opposite side. Just pull it in just above the elbow. Keep it nice and tight into the chest, nice and steady. Hold it. And relax, opposite side, right arm coming across here, pull it in tight to the chest, and relax. Okay, this time your left arm up above the shoulder here, now pulling down gently, again just above the elbow, down towards the base of the back, keep the pressure on, and relax again, opposite side, pulling down, and relax. Okay, hands on hips now. Now look to your left here, nice and steady, just take your head across as far as you can, hold it. Then going back the opposite side now. Then looking backwards. And down in front. And up. Okay, now from there, okay, trunk curl or trunk bend. Across to your left first like this, so no jerking across. Nice steady pressure here. Bend straight over the top of your hip. And opposite side. Now this time we're going to go forward. Okay, so bend here, try put both hands or palms of the hands on the floor, keeping your legs straight, keep steady pressure on again, no bouncing up and down, nice and easy. And let's come up there, bend backwards. And up, okay, from there. Into our horse riding stance, okay, so both knees bent here, okay. So feet pointed towards me, back straight, elbows up here. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, ready? Hana, roll, set, net. Hana, roll, set, net. Hana, roll, set, net. And legs straight now, arms up, we're going to twist here towards the opposite foot now by the count. Hana, roll, set, net. Hana, roll, set, net. Hana, roll, set, net. And circling slowly round here. Now let's go back the opposite direction round. Okay, now from there, we're going to turn towards the left now, to your lunge here. So bending your left knee here like this, pushing forwards in, keeping your back straight and trying not to support your weight on your knees here. Okay, heel off the floor at the back here, like so, nice and gentle. Okay, now from here, turning your foot in. Okay, so sideways on, legs straight this time, pushing in again, back straight, nice and easy. Then we're going to drop back onto your right knee now. So bending your right knee directly over the top of your foot here, your left leg straight, okay. Relax, nice easy stretch to start with. Changing sides now into your lunge again. This time towards your right here. So once again, back straight. Heel off the floor at the back here, pushing forwards onto that right knee. Then twist into this one here with your foot sideways on. Then dropping back. This time weight on your left knee, like this. Relaxing. Okay, now changing sides, we're going to drop a little bit low down now, like this. So get your bottom a bit close to the floor, both heels if you can, on the floor. Then change. Okay, change again. And change again. Okay, now we're going to come up here, okay, like this. Into a nice steady stretch like this. So feet about 2.5 shoulders widths apart. Legs straight here. And I'm going to take our head gently down to the left side here, holding down. And up, low, set, net, dazzle, yeasel, look up, yedei, a hop, you. Now across to our right, down, and up, dull, set, net, dazzle, yeasel, look up, yedei, a hop, you. Okay, now from here, we're just going to widen this stretch a little bit like this. Just both feet a little bit further out. Now once again, we're going to go down to the left side here, so bend in here, cross, down we go, and hold, and up, dull, set, net, dazzle. Okay, now change sides to the right, down again, and up, dull, set, net, dazzle. Okay, now down in front this time, okay, so if you want to use your hands just to stop you falling over, this is fine. But we're going to take our head down here, down towards the floor now like this. I'm going to increase my stretch here because I can. You can just keep it nice and easy if you want. Okay, just hold down and hana, dull, set, net, dazzle, yeasel, look up, yedei, a hop, you, and slowly pull your legs in. Just give them a bit of a shake off like this. Okay, now put both feet together here, hands on your knees. We're just going to drop down very slowly, bend the knees here. 1, 2, up, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands on hips, circle. Hana, dull, set, net. Opposite direction. Hana, dull, set, net. And shut, relax. Okay, so we've done a quick warm up. We're now going to go into doing some of our basic hand technique. And then we're going to do some leg lifting, okay? So remember our chumbi position, our ready position here, from chariot position here. Left leg moves out to the side, left arm in front of right arm like this, down into ready here. Okay, now, you're going to take your left leg out to the side, horse stance, then you're going to do left arm middle punch. So we step out, the left arm draws in, the right arm comes out, I step down. I'm going to punch like this with the back straight. Ready, 1. Now, from here, we're going to do 3 punches. You're going to do high punch here, middle punch, low punch. Okay, so twisting the hips now, punch into the face, punch into the midsection, punching down towards the groin. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 by the count. Okay, so ready, let's go. Now, dull, set, net, hana, dull, set, net. Okay, now we're going to do a bit faster, a bit harder now. Ready? Hana, dull, set, net, hana, dull, set, net, and barrel. That's ready. Okay, now take your right leg back into your sparring stance. Get your hands on guard. Ready? Up. Okay, so you should be like this now. Sideways on your sparring stance. Your back leg slightly bent. Raise your heel up slightly. Front leg bent here, hands on guard. Then you're going to lift up your right leg now towards your right shoulder. back down again. Okay, so keeping your legs straight, we're going to lift here, up and down. Now, because you're junior members, okay, here is okay, just towards the chest or midsection is fine, okay. Senior members, we don't want to lift higher up, okay. So by the count, we're going to do leg lifting using the right leg. Ready? Come on. Double. Sit. Net. Hana. Okay, now change your legs. Okay, left leg coming back now. Ready? Up. Okay, so we're going to do sideways on the again here. So nice and easy, just up to chest or midsection here. Okay, by the count. Ready? Hana. Double. Sit. Net. Hana. Okay, back to ready. Got up. And sharp. Relax. Okay, now the next two kicks we're going to cover. We're going to do the same sort of principle again, keeping your legs straight, not bending your knee as you're coming up. Okay, so the leg is going to be straight each time. Now the first kick we're going to do is our inside to outside chop kick, okay, which we covered during the last lesson. Okay, so we're going to recap on this. Okay, so if you come into Chumbi again, ready position, right leg goes back again, fighting stance here. Now, your right leg is going to come across your left shoulder now, into the centre, then down in front. Okay, so once again, not too high, we're going to come across to circling down like this. Okay, so across your left side, into the centre, and down. So by the count, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, with the same leg, we're going to come back the opposite way now. From your right side here, across into the centre. So this is outside to inside chop kick. So the end of it is the same, coming straight down in front. So I'm going to come out like this now. Out and in. Okay, so by the count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And change your legs. Ready? Up. Okay, now left leg. Okay, same again. Inside to outside first. Okay, coming across the body. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now coming back the other way now. Outside to inside. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And roll. Back to ready. Sharp. Relax. So our first 3 kicks, we keep the legs straight. Okay, our next one, we're going to bend the knee. So once again, we did front snap kick in the last lesson, but we're going to bend the knee now, then snap it. So sideways on, you're going to do this, okay? Your hands on guard again, your back leg is going to come up, but this time the knee bent here. Then you're going to push your hips forwards, snap your leg out, then bend again, pull back. Okay? So we bend, snap, bend, back, kick, and back like this, okay? So you're going to point your foot out, pull your toes back, kick in with the hard bit at the ball of the foot each time, okay? So everybody, okay, Chumbi. Right leg back again, fighting stance. Get ready, up. Now I'm going to turn sideways on again for you here. And again, we're just going to do midsection today, okay? So back leg, okay, your right leg now, we're going to kick by the count. Ready, hana. Pull. Set. Net. Hana. Okay, now change your legs. Up. So left leg behind now, left leg kicking, midsection, arch and up, front snap kick. Ready, go. Hana. Go. Sit. Net. Hana. And borrow. That's ready. And sharp. Relax. So this is just a quick recap on the kicks that we did last time. Okay, we did our uplifting kick or a front stretch kick, aporigi. We did our inside to outside kick, anesso pakrochagi, pakeso anurochagi, outside to inside kick, and our front snap kick, apchinuki. Okay, now we're going to cover a few more hand techniques now from half dragon stance before we move on. Okay, so lift, catch it here, and should be ready position here. Now step your left leg out to the side again. I want you to do left arm middle punch like this once again. Ready? Now from this position here, I want you to lift up your right arm towards your left shoulder here. I want you to block it down, doing low block. At the same time, your opposite arm pulls back. So from here, your right arm comes up, 1. Now drop it down to block, and your left arm pulling in. 2. Now from here, I want you to punch using your left arm again. Do middle punch. So opposite arm pulling back again. Now we're going to repeat that sequence. Right arm comes up, block, punch. Right arm comes up, block, punch. Okay, so we're going to do this by the count. Right arm low block, left arm punch. Ready? Hana. Dul. Set. Net. Hana. Okay, now I want you to change your arms now, like this. Now, so your right arm out in front this time. Your left arm is going to come up to your right shoulder. You're going to block with your left, punch with your right. Block left, punch right. So once again, by the count. Ready? Hana. Dul. Set. Net. Hana. Okay, now next one from here. I want you to block upwards this time with your right arm. So we're going to drop the right arm down this time. Left arm comes up. We're going to block it up. Then you're going to punch with your left arm high section. Okay, so the right arm drops down, 1, block it up, punch left arm. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so by the count, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now change your arms. Okay, so right arm coming out this time. Now, so you're going to drop your left arm down this time, and your left arm is going to block up. And your right arm is going to punch. Left arm drops down, left arm blocks up, right arm high punch. Okay, so ready by the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And barrel. That's ready. And sharp. Relax. Now, if you're struggling for space, okay, this is quite an easy routine for you to do, which takes up minimal amount of space in your horse riding stance. You can do all your blocks. So low block, middle punch, high block, high punch, middle block, middle punch here. All done using horse riding stance without moving forwards. Okay? Right, our next few blocks, we're going to have blocks and hand techniques. We're going to start to move forwards a little bit though. Okay? So everybody can be ready position. Now, I want you to step your left leg forward. I want you to do low block in front stance. So remember our front stance, front knee bent, back leg straight like this. Hips and shoulders square. Locking down, okay? So you're going to step left leg forwards now, do low block. Ready? 1. Now from here, we're going to use the reverse side now. So forget about your front arm here. You're going to twist your hips now on the spot. You're going to punch your right arm out like this on the spot. So as I punch out, the left arm draws in. Okay, so from this position, I want you to twist your hips now, punch your right arm midsection like this. 1. Now, I want you to retract now. Your left arm is going to come up to the right shoulder here. I want you to block it down again, opposite arm pull it in, then punch, midsection again. Then once again, left arm up, block, punch. Left arm up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now step backwards this time with your left leg. Do a low block with your right arm. Ready? 1. Now we're going to repeat the sequence here now. So you're going to block this time with your right arm, punch with your left arm on the spot. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I want you to step forwards this time. Your left leg is going to step forwards, and I want you to do high punch with your left arm. So we're going to move into front stance here. We're going to do high punch like this, front arm. Okay. Now from here, twist your hips again. This time we're going to do middle reverse punch using your right arm now. So we twist the hips again, punch. Okay, now to 1 count now, I want you to do high punch, middle reverse punch. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so by the count, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now step backwards once again with your left leg to low block. Okay. Now from here, I want you to draw in your right arm now. You're going to punch high section with your right arm, middle section left arm. Okay, so making 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready by the count. Hana, pull, sit, knit, that's all. And baru, that's ready. And sharp. Okay, so in our last lesson, we were just mainly working on our front arm and front leg here. Whichever leg is out, same arm moving down, either blocking, punching, like this. Okay, today we've now introduced this opposite side, our reverse side. Okay, so your reverse side, remember, is the side that is furthest away from the target. Okay, this is your front arm, this is your reverse arm. So the reason why we use our reverse side is purely to do with distancing. So we can enable ourselves to do a block or hand technique with the correct amount of distance using our reverse side to deliver it full force, whereas you may be too close for using your front side. Okay? Right, our next stance then. Okay, so chumbi, ready position. Right, from this position again, I want you to walk your left leg forward, but I want you to take side stance this time, horse riding stance. So both knees bent here. Okay, remember the back straight, and you're going to punch out level with the shoulder with your left arm. Okay? So from this position here, you're going to step sideways now with your left leg, and you're going to punch out with your left arm like this, level with the shoulders. Ready? 1. Now, I'm going to do a side view for you here. So you should be in this position here. Now from here, I'm going to pull in my front leg now. So the right leg, so the left leg is going to draw in here, like this. The left arm is going to come down like this, drop, hands nice and tight to the chest, and you're going to do middle blocking back stance. Remember the back stance that we covered last time? Okay, the weight pushing firmly on top of the back foot here, okay? So not pushing it inwards like this, directly over the top. About 90% of the weight here on this leg. So from my horse riding stance here, pull back the left leg now to middle block, okay? Now, we're going to go into that horse stance again here. So I want you to lift up your left leg now, your right arm comes out straight, step down to horse riding stance, middle punch. Then drawing back again into back stance, blocking left arm like this, 1. Now lifting up again, balance here, okay, so your left leg up in the air here, right arm out straight, step down, punch, then block. So both together now, we can go 1, 2, okay, by the count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's change sides now. Okay, so I'm going to go this way into the horse stance. Okay, so your left arm comes out straight here, your right leg lifting up, step down, punch. Okay, like this. Now remember this time you can draw in your right leg to a middle block back stance. Okay, so from here draw back 1. Now by the count we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so horse stance into back stance. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arm barrel, that's ready. Shot, relax. Okay, so we covered 3 stances already again. So we covered our front stance or forward stance here, chumbo jasse. We covered our horse stance here, kimo jasse. Now we covered our back stance again here, our hulu jasse. Okay, so I want you to keep working on these 3 stances, making sure they're different lengths all the time. So your horse stance and your front stance, 2 shoulders widths apart with your feet, but your back stance only about 1 shoulder width apart between both heels. Okay, right, we're going to move on, and I'm going to cover another one of our tansudo kicks, which is our side snap kick. Okay, so our side snap is what we call yupo dochagi. Okay, so I want you to go into chumbi position here, ready position. Now we're going to break this kick down into its different components. Okay, so from here, just from your normal chumbi position, ready stance, I want you to lift up your left leg now, like this, directly in front, here. Try to balance, okay, so your back leg here, okay, as you stand your leg, your right leg is slightly bent here. Okay, so knee up here. Now you're going to tilt your body to the side like this. So your bottom tucking out here towards the side before this leg straightens out here. Like so, pulling back in, down here, okay? So we're going to break this down first into its small components before we do it full speed. Okay, so our side snap kick, we're going to lift up the knee first here, 1, tilt your body 2, straighten 3, come back in 4, down 5. Okay, so up again here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, So this is the position that we want for our side kick. Tucking our knee in like a spring here with the leg. Okay, now we're going to do the opposite side now, your right leg. So once again we lift up, we tilt, then you extend out, back and in again. Okay, so up, tilt, kick, back and down. One more time. Up, tilt, kick, back, down. Okay, now we're going to do this kick now from our stance. So I want you once again to take your right leg back into your fighting stance. Ready? Up. Okay, now once again I'm going to do sideways view for you. Okay? So from our fighting stance here, again we're going to turn, as the leg comes up we're going to turn our body into this position here. So we tuck it in, then we snap out, then go it back down again like this. So we've got this same position in here to kick out each time. Okay? So once again, just middle section everybody, okay? So hands on guard here, right leg to kick. Ready? 1, back, down, and 2, back, down, and 3, back, down, and 4, back, down, last one, 5, and back, and change your legs. Ready? Up. Okay, once again I'll turn around this way so you can see what was going on. So 5 times again, this time with your left leg. Ready? 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, and we're all shut, relax. Alright, so remember when we're doing our side kick, our leg is not just coming straight up like this, flicking. You're bending it here, tuck in. So all this movement here, all the power goes straight into the target like this. Not up and away, okay, like this. Okay, pushing it, okay. Now last basic kick for today, we'll cover our roundhouse kick. So, our front snap kick, our side snap kick are pretty much hitting towards the front side of the trunk of the body or the face here. Front kick here, side kick here. The roundhouse kick though is attacking the side of the body. You have the side of the body here, side of the head. And it's called roundhouse kick because the movement of your leg is circular now. It comes round in a nice big crescent curve from the side. Okay, so everybody? Okay, cherry up here, intermediate, ready position. Now, right leg back everybody, ready here. Now, from your sparring stance this time, I want you to bring up your right knee now towards the side like this, okay? So your knee bent, lifting it up here to the side. From here, you're going to turn, so the knee is pointing forwards now, before this leg straightens out. To kick, bending again, then back. So you get this circular motion here, okay? So we're going to lift up our knee first here, nice and high, turn through, straighten the leg out, and then back down again, okay? So by the count, ready? 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, and change left, ready? Up! Now the same again, okay, with your left leg this time, up from the side here, turning through to straighten, okay? By the count again, ready? 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, and roll, and sharp, relax. Okay, so you can see, with the roundhouse kick here, your knee coming up like this, almost as if you're lifting it over the top of an object, comes right the way around here to this position, before the leg straightens out, and down. Now, in terms of your foot position for a roundhouse kick, there are 2 different ways that we perform this kick. If we are wanting to kick into something hard, okay, we're going to pull back our toes here, and we're going to kick with the ball of the foot, like we do with front snap kick here. So the striking part is here, your toes pulling back, hitting with this bit. Quite often though, when we're using this for sparring or for fighting, we will pull our toes in, almost like a knuckle on your hand here, like this, to kick like this. Okay, and the reason for this is that when you extend your leg like this, your foot, you get a little bit more distance on this kick So it's quite important when you're sparring. Distances is obviously really important. So there's two different ways of doing it. So if you're going to be breaking a board, then you put your toes back like this. If you're sparring, toes up like this for extra distance. Okay. So we covered our 3 basic snap kicks today. Our front snap kick, our side snap kick, and our roundhouse kick. We also covered earlier on our front stretch kick, our inside to outside chop kick, and our outside to inside chop kick. Now all of these kicks are the main sort of syllabus for people that are from white belt to green belt. So if you're thinking of a testing syllabus, these are the kicks that you will be testing on at your gradings, as well as some of those hand techniques that we covered earlier on. Okay? Right, we're going to stop there just for a minute. Okay, get a glass of water, everybody. Okay, cheerio, can you? And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So our second part of this training, we're going to be covering our forms again. So the Korean word for form is hyung. Okay, so quite often you'll hear the forms announced in Korean. So the first 3 basic forms are called kicho hyung. Okay, so kicho means basic, hyung means pattern or formation. Okay, so we're going to do a very quick recap from the last lesson. I'm going to have a look at basic form 1, 2 and 3 first, and then I'm going to cover one of the piano forms, okay, one of the next forms up, okay. So everybody, okay, cheerio, here, and into chumbi. Okay, so left leg comes out here into our stance. Now, so remember, you're going to go to your left first in basic form number 1. So you look to the left here first, your left arm comes up to your right shoulder here. So arms nice and tight into the chest here. Now stepping the left leg out down to front stance. You're going to do low blocks. So remember, as you block the opposite arm, pulling into the chamber position here. Back nice and straight, both feet flat on the floor. Now, from here, you're going to step through to do middle punch, okay, with your right arm. Now, looking over your right shoulder here, we're going to do the hardest thing when you first start in Tansido. We're going to turn. So, we look over the right shoulder here. I'm going to bring my right leg round here. The right arm comes up to the left shoulder here. Then we step down to do low block with the right arm here. Then you're going to step forwards. Left arm middle punch. Okay? Now look into the front now. Okay? You're going to do low block with your left arm. So drawing slightly. Left arm comes up ready. Block down 1. Now the easiest bit in the form, stepping forwards, we're going to do 3 times middle punch. So if you can't move forwards 3 times here, just do 1 forwards and 2 back, or 2 forwards, 1 back. As long as we get 3 punches, okay? So you're going to walk forwards with your right leg first, punch 1, step forwards again, punch 2, step forwards again, punch 3, okay? Now you're going to turn to your left, okay? So look over your left shoulder, left arm comes up ready, low block, then do middle punch here. Look into your right this time, so your right leg comes round, right arm low block, step forwards, left arm middle punch. Now on the way back now, we're looking down towards the back of the hall now. The left leg pulls in, left arm comes up to the right shoulder, step down, low block. Now once again, 3 middle punches. Right, left, then right, shout. Yeah. Last 4 movements now. Okay, left leg looking over the left shoulder here. Left arm comes up ready to block. Left arm low block, step through. Right arm middle punch. Looking over your right shoulder. Right arm comes up. Right arm low block. And stepping through. Left arm middle punch. Looking to the front now. Back to ready for roll. And shout. Relax. Okay, so basic form number 1, 2 and 3 all have 20 moves in total. 22 if you include the ready position and barrel. Okay, so all 20 movements. Now you notice when I was doing this form then, I'm doing a mirror image for you. So I'm going the opposite way. So when you are stepping your left leg out, I'm stepping my right leg out. Okay, so sometimes this is confusing for people. Other times I think it helps quite a lot when people can see me going the same direction as them, albeit a mirror image. Okay, so I'm going to do the same in basic form number 2 now. Okay, so from chariot position here into chumbi. Now basic form 2 is kicho hyung ibu. So once again you're going to look to your left here, and once again the left arm comes up ready here, step out, left arm low block in front stance again. Now this time you walk forward, you're going to do high punch here with the right arm. Okay, still in front stance, looking over your right shoulder now, same turning again, right arm comes up ready to block. Right arm low block here,
stepping through front stance again, high punch again, this time left arm. Now look into the front, low block with your left arm. So left arm comes up ready, left arm low block. Now instead of the 3 middle punches now, you're going to step in. Your right arm is going to drop down now, like this. Left arm comes up, then do high block. So we've got this 120-degree angle above the head here for high block. Then step in again, high block 2, and again, high block 3, shout. Now from here, looking over your left shoulder, turning, low block again, left arm comes up ready, low block front stance, high block, high punch, sorry. Okay, here we go, right arm. Now look into your right side, low block again, right arm, step forward, high punch left arm. On the way back now, so we're going to do low block again, left arm, then high block 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Turn into the left, left arm comes up ready to block, low block in front stance, high punch right arm, look to your right, low block front stance, left arm high punch to finish. Look forwards, back to ready, left leg comes in. And shot, relax. Okay, so basic form 1 and 2, all done on front stance. Okay, apart from the few changes with high block and high punch, the pattern is virtually the same. Okay, now we're going to go on to basic form 3, where we introduce 2 new stances now. We introduce our horse riding stance and our back stance into basic form 3. So the difficulty level comes up a little bit, but the shape of the form is still the same, and the hand techniques are still fairly straightforward, still basic. Okay, so you're going to move into, from your tension position again, into your chumbi here. Now, basic form 3 is Kicho Jung Sambu. So once again, you look to your left, but this time, you're going to drop your weight onto your right leg now, okay, 90% of the weight onto your right leg. You're going to chamber your arms like this, okay, so nice and tight into the chest again. Your left arm dropping down here, your right arm here up towards your left shoulder. Then you're going to do a middle block like this. 1, so from this position, blocking here. So nice, bend on the elbow here, your fist level with your nose here. Now from back stance here, short stance, you step forwards now, trying to keep your height the same, into your front stance, middle punch here. So right arm middle punch. Now we're going to turn from front stance now into back stance. So as we turn this time, looking over your right shoulder, you're going to drop your arm down here. Your right arm drops down, then into back stance. So weight dropping onto your left knee to do a middle block like this. So weight again here, firmly on that back leg, then once again into your big front stance. Middle punch. Okay, now the same as basic form 1 and 2, you look to the front now. Okay, you're going to step in, you're going to do low block. Okay, now walking forwards now, horse riding stance 3 times. 1, middle punch. Okay, so this arm, level with the shoulders, step out again, horse stance. 2, okay, I'm going to shuffle back a little bit here, and stepping out 3 to shout. Kia! Okay, so all on horse riding stance, moving forwards down the middle here. Now, we're going to turn now, once again, you're going to look over your left shoulder, you're going to turn, you're going to do middle block, okay, back stance here, the head, front arm, middle punch here, okay, so right arm. Now, looking over your right side here, turning around into back stance again, middle block, step through, middle punch. Now, on the way back now, again, low block, with your left arm, front stance. Then we're going into our horse riding stance again from here. Okay, so 3 times we turn sideways on here. Right arm, horse riding stance, middle punch. Left arm. Then the last one we shout. Kia! Now, last few movements, okay? You're going to look to your left again. Chamber here, back stance. Middle block. Middle punch. Look into your right now. Chamber. Back stance, middle block. Front stance, middle punch. Look to the front, barrel, sure, relax. Okay, so, transition from your stances here in basic form number 3, okay, so we are here in our first movement, okay, like so. Now if I just step forwards now and I straighten my legs, my height goes up here, and I come back down again. So I want to try and keep my height the same all the way through here. So what I'm going to do is, as I'm stepping through with the left leg here, sorry, as I step through my left leg, you're rightly stepping forwards, you drop your weight slightly onto your front knee here. So your height remains the same, so when we step out, we punch, our body's not going up and down. And the same goes when you are turning from your front stance here into your back stance. So you notice in this instance here, I've got my right leg in front here, and I'm going to turn around this way to my right side. Now again, if I just turn around and I straighten my left leg here, my height is going to go up like this. So as I turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my weight onto the left leg first here. So my knee is bent here as I turn round here. Also makes it really easy for me to turn round. Okay, so as you turn from here, you drop your weight onto your back leg here, look, turn, block. Okay, and this way, your height is going up and down, all the way through the form. Okay, now I'm going to move on. Okay, because we covered these first three forms in the last lesson. We've covered them in their full entirety today. And we're going to move on to cover our first piano form. So once we've covered the first basic forms, basic form 1, 2 and 3, we move into a new set of patterns called the piano hum. There are 5 piano forms, okay? Piano chodan, idan, samdan, sadan and odan. So the first one is piano chodan, okay? So a lot of the movements that you're going to see in piano chodan are very similar to those that you've seen in basic form 1, 2 and 3. There is a couple of slight differences though, which we're going to sort of tease out today, okay? So let's move into our chariot position here, okay? Now, should be ready position. Now, piano form number 1, okay? You're going to look again to your left here. Now, the same movement as basic form 1, your left arm comes up here, ready, and you do your low block. Then again, the same movement as basic form 1, you step through, middle punch with your right arm. And again, the same movement as basic form 1, you look over your right shoulder, you're going to turn, you're going to do right arm low block. Now, from this position here, after you're doing a right arm low block, you're going to shorten your stance slightly, so you're going to pull your right leg in here, so both knees bent. At the same time, you're going to twist your right arm, so the wrist is pointing upwards towards the ceiling, okay? So I'll come a little bit closer to the camera for this, okay? So we're here. So the front leg is going to pull in, and you're going to twist this wrist, like this, okay? Like so. Now, from this position now, you're going to draw your front leg in again, okay? So your right leg draws in, stand up, okay? So leg straight, to make a T shape here. So you can see, okay, your right leg is 90 degrees to your left leg now. So from here, from this position, you pull in, this T-shaped position, your hand then is going to rotate round to hammer, level of the shoulders here, like this, okay? So let's come back to this position again here, where we had our right leg out like this and we did our low block. So I'm going to pull in the front leg first to twist the wrist. 1. Now we're going to make that T shape and we're going to circle this arm. Round 2 here. Okay? Once again from here, twist 1, hammer 2, like this. Now, from this position now, dead easy again, we're going to step through. We're going to do middle punch. Okay? This arm. Okay? So left arm middle punch. Now, on the way forwards now, we're going to do low block with the same arm. So left arm comes up, left arm low block. Okay, now, again, slight change from here now. From our low block in front stance here, again, you're going to bend both knees. You're going to twist in like this. Okay, so knees equally bent here. So from front stance here, you twist here. Okay, at the same time, you're going to open up your left arm. You're going to drop it down into the centre as your right arm chambers tight here to the left shoulder, and then you're going to strike like this back into front stance. So from our side stance here, okay, we're going to strike this hand out into the side of the neck. Okay, so from here, a low block position here, left leg falls, we turn, left hand comes in here, open hand, now we twist back into front stance to strike. So once again from here, turn and strike. Okay, now from this position here now, we step forwards doing high block 3 times. So the same as basic form 2, we step in, 1, 2 and here 3. Now from this point onwards here, okay, until we get the 3 middle punches, it's the same as basic form number 1. So you look to your left, low block, middle punch, low block, middle punch. Now going towards the back now, left arm, low block, now 3 middle punches. 1, 2, okay, and shout. Now, our last few movements movements in piano form 1. We're going to change our stance to our back stance now. So your left leg is going to come round like this into your back stance here, okay? So we're going to have 3 middle punches here, okay? So the left leg is going to come round here into your back stance. Now you're going to open up your hands now, okay, like this. So your left hand is going to come up to your left side, so your right side here, and your right hand here towards your right side here, okay, like so. So both hands open, then you're going to twist to do what we call knife arm low block here. So your right hand just level with the centre of your body here, your solar plexus, while your left hand is blocking low section here. So from here, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Now, we're going to step towards a 45-degree angle now. So I step in with the right leg. The right arm this time comes up to the left side here. Left hand here dropping towards the hip, then twisting to block again. Now, look towards your right now. Okay, your right leg moves around into back stance, 90 degrees now. Right hand comes up here towards the side of the left side. Okay, and then twist to block. Then last movement, 45 degrees. Left leg steps forward into back stance again. Your left hand comes up towards your right side and to twist to block like this. And burrow. And sharp. Relax. Okay, so your knife arm low block. It's done in back stance in this form here, like this. So one hand is here at the side of your hip. This is the one that's going to come across into the centre of the body like this. While the opposite hand comes up towards the side of the head here. Both moving together like this. Okay, like so. Or the opposite side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right, so we're going to cover piano form number 1, piano chodan again. Okay, all the way through this time. Okay, nice and slow though. Okay, so from our chariot position here, chumbi. Okay, so piano chodan. Okay, we're going to look to the left, remember. Low block. Then step through. Middle punch. Now look over your right shoulder here, turn in. Low block. Now this position here, remember, we're going to bend the legs now. We're going to bend both knees. You're going to shorten your stance to twist the wrist in here now. Now making that T shape to circle. Here, strike. Now step forwards. Middle punch. Okay, now towards the front, you're going to do low block here. 1. Now remember, moving into sacral adjustment now, side stance. So we're bending the knees here. Open up your left hand to strike. Then 3 high blocks moving forwards. 1, 2, and kia. Now turning to your left. Low block front stance. Middle punch front stance. Look to your right. Low block front stance. Middle punch front stance. Now on the way back, same as basic form 1. Looking to the back. Left arm low block. Then middle punch. 1, 2, and kia. Right, the last bit of the form, remember, back stance now, knife arm low block, so look to your left. Left arm up to your right side, blocking 1. Looking 45 degrees now, stepping out your right leg, 45 degrees, hand comes up, twisting 2. Looking all the way across to your right now, 90 degrees, 3. And looking 45 degrees, 4. And that's ready. And sharp, relax. Okay. So this is piano form 1, so you can see how, in a way, there's a bit of a mixed bag of the first 3 Kicho basic forms, but also we've got a couple of new movements in there. So for example, we've got this twisting movement here, and we've got this 1, 2 movement here, okay? But the same pattern again, the same shape. So remember, if you're looking down on basic form 1, 2 and 3, or piano and chodan, it's done in the shape of a capital H or a capital I, okay? So certainly basic form 1, 2 and 3, symmetrical, you do the same, one side is what you do the other side in terms of a mirror image. Piano form number 1 is not, so remember we do 3 high blocks coming up the centre, then 3 middle punches coming all the way back, okay, so it's not the same both sides. So a little bit more tricky in terms of difficulty, okay. Right, just get a quick drink of water there, okay, we're just going to move into the next session. Okay, welcome back everybody. So our last part of this session, okay, the second session for our junior grades, orange and white belts, we're going to cover our Ilsa Seek, our one-step fighting again, okay. So
In lesson number 1, we covered our one-step movements 1 to 4. So just remember that our Ilse our one-step, is a bit of like a predetermined attack and defence situation, which we would normally do with a partner. But obviously the time's been like what they are at the moment, with the distancing being an issue. We practice these predominantly now as a drill, okay? So you can still do these movements quite efficiently, quite well as a drill. It's just you sometimes get a better picture about what you're actually doing when you're with a partner, okay? So I'm going to do one step number 1 to 4 to start with, just to recap, and then we're going to move on and take a look at number 5 and number 6. Okay. So from our chummy position here, we're moving to chummy again. So left leg out to the side, hands down. Now, when we're doing this, okay, we always start, okay, by taking our right leg back in the left arm low block. So our right leg goes back into front stance, left arm low block, and we shout. Ready? Hop! Now, we're going to step forwards from here straight away to do high punch with the right arm now, like this. Arm back to ready, okay? So this is the attacking sequence. If you're taking the form of the attacker, when you're working with a partner, this is what you do. Low block, then high punch. Now, one step number 1. So remember, numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, okay, we step out, or you step out to the right first, okay? So, you're going to step out to your right side now, 45-degree angle, okay, towards 2 o'clock. And you're going to block your left arm like this, so circling round 1. Now, you're going to twist your hips now. You're going to do middle punch with your right arm here, then high punch with your left arm here. Now, step in your left leg behind your right leg like this. Your right leg comes up here ready for roundhouse kick, the kick that we covered earlier on. And you're going to roundhouse kick and shout, Kia! Then stepping down like this, same line, 45 degrees, hands on guard. Back to ready. Okay, now one step number 2. You're going to step out to the left this time. You're going to block with your right arm. Okay, so we step out. Your right arm blocking this time. Then we twist. Left arm middle punch. Right arm high punch. Stepping your right leg behind your left leg. Your left leg coming up ready here now to roundhouse kick and shout. Kia! Okay, and down. Arm back to ready. Okay, number 3. Okay, so once again, odd number going out to the right side first. So the right leg comes out, but this time your right arm comes up at the same time. Okay, elbow bent here, ready for outside to inside block. So we're going to twist this arm now across the centre as we twist our hips, blocking with the elbow bent like this. Then we twist back, middle punch left arm, high punch right arm. Now, once again, step your left leg back here. Right leg tucks in this time, upper side kick. So we're going to side kick and shout, Kia! Down, back, ready. Okay, number 4, so even number. So stepping out to the left. So the left leg comes out, left arm up, ready, twist, block, 2 punches again, middle high, step your right leg back, left leg tucks in, kick and shout, Kia! Back to ready, pull, and shot, relax. Okay, so remember, one step 1 to 4, we are stepping out at an angle like this. Okay, it's what we call body evasion, or getting out of the way. Okay, so the punch is coming here, you are stepping away out to the side as you block, then counter. Okay, now number 5 and number 6, we don't do this. We're going to step backwards now, so it's almost as if you know we're going to be in a fight. Okay, so hands come up on guard. Okay, now I'm going to do these 2 from the side view here, okay, so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to come into our chariot position here. Okay, so ready stance. Then it's chummy, ready position here. Now this time, okay, number 5, you're going to take your right leg back and your hands on guard into your sparring stance. So this leg slightly bent here. Okay, so from chummy here, sparring stance. Ready? Up. Now, we're going to do front snap kick with the right leg. Okay. Then I'm going to step forwards into side stance with both knees bent, and then do outside to inside block with my right arm. Okay, so just watch first from here. Right leg here, I'm going to kick, balance, step down, and then block here. So out, in, elbow bent. Now you notice both knees bent here as I step down, not front stance, side stance, knees bent. Okay, quite important. Okay, so back from this stance here. With me this time, we're going to kick, right leg kick, right arm block, stepping down to side stance. Ready, go, 1. Now, from this position here, I want you to twist your hips now into front stance.
So bending your right leg, okay, left leg straightening, and you're going to do left arm, high punch here, like this. Okay, now left hand opening up. Clear this arm down to clear the punching arm out of the way. Now your left leg now, you're going to straighten it, you're going to come up, round, inside to outside chop kick, the same kick as what we did at the beginning of class. So you lift, up, down, hands on guard, back to ready here, okay? So let's do that again, okay, number 5. Right leg goes back here. So we're going to do right leg kick, right arm block, ready, 1, block. Twist the hips now, high punch, 2, into front stance here, open up the fingers, clear. Now inside to outside kick, right, left leg, and back to ready. Okay, now, number 6 this time. Your left leg comes back this time, here, like so. Now you're going to do left leg front start kick, left arm outside to inside block, inside stance. Okay, so from here we kick, block. Okay, so knees bent again. Twisting your hips into front stance now. High punch right hand. Open up your hands. Clear. Now right leg inside to outside kick. Here. Back to ready. Okay, number 6 again. So left leg comes back. So left leg kicking, left arm blocking. Ready, 1. Twist the hips. High punch 2. Open up the fingers. Clear. Kick. Here. Back to ready. And shuffles. Okay, now, this is quite important. You're moving into your side stance after you've done your kick, when you execute this outside to inside block. And the reason for this is because from here, when I kick here, 1, block here, I'm wanting to do high punch after this movement here. So if I'm in front stance here, I'm not getting too much in terms of hips going on here. It's just my arm moving, okay? So if I'm on side stance here, when I twist into front stance, I get all this movement here, again with my hip here, as I twist, punch, okay? So maybe see a little bit better if I do this way. So side stance here, twist in front stance here, hip twist, okay? So important, after you do this block here, you need to be in side stance, so you twist, punch, clear, and to do this kick, okay? So this is number 5 and number 6. So remember, easy way of remembering which leg is moving first. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Odd numbers. Right leg moving first. Okay. Your even side numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. Left side moving. Okay. Easy way to remember it. Okay. Right. We're going to close down there. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick warming down, and then we're going to close the lesson down. Okay. So nice, relax. Okay. Just shake your wrists like this, and down, slowly circle forwards like this. And backwards like this. Okay, now just twist your hips, nice and relaxed, swing your arms side to side, keep breathing, nice and gentle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax, hands on hips, okay, so just turning the head, nice and gently, even side like this. Now up, down, up, down, up, down, and circle slowly, and back, and shut, relax, okay. Right, so that's the end of this session for today, okay? So we've covered quite a lot of material today. We've been through some more of our basic hand and leg techniques using the various different stances. We've been through the 3 basic Tang Soo Do Hyung, Ki Cho Hyung, and we've made a start on Pian An Cho Dang, the next one, okay? And we finished off there with just a little bit of our one step again, 1 to 6. So once again, this is all the stuff that you need if you're going to test all the way up to green belt using our syllabus, okay? So I hope you've enjoyed it today. Well done, everybody. And until the next lesson, okay, thank you very much. Okay, cheerio, Kinyet, Kamsahamnida Tang Soo. Thank you.